So we're here to solve this Nanro puzzle by Ashish Kumar called Colosseum. You'll see the theme comes from this nested pattern, including a 3 in the middle and this larger group around. The thing that's most interesting I'm seeing in this pattern as we get started is actually something I'm going to mark. I'm going to turn on Edge Helper here. This region are both sized 5, which means that we can't have a connection of the Nanro across this edge. This region are size 5, and also 5 still to the center. All these x's are going to be forced boundaries where we can only take one of them, but not both of those cells for the Nanro. That actually means we've got a pincer on the bottom, so we have to come through this channel or we don't connect through to the rest of the grid. It also means we've got a pincer up here, we've got to take this channel or we don't connect to the rest of the grid. It actually means we also have to take this 5. So let's sort of think through what that now means as we work through this grid. We've got one more cell from this region of size 5 and one more cell from this 2. If I took this cell, I can't extend out. If I take this cell, that doesn't help. I still have to come through here. So this will be 2, 5. That looks good. Over on this side, we've got this start. We've got a 1 in this corner, and it's going to take at least one cell from this 3. So a question we can give is maybe looking through, like, say, this cell. If I don't take this cell to get to the rest of the grid, I got to take these 2, but that's going to cause an issue. I don't get out to the 1, so I do take this cell. I now could consider if I take, let's say if I take this cell, I still need to get 1 around here, but now I have to take 2 more to get to this 5, so that doesn't look good for taking this cell here, so this is marked off. And that means we've got 5 coming across. That's the last of all the 5s here, so I got to efficiently come down here, and that is size 3, so this looks okay. This one has to take one of these 2 cells, and we already have 2 of the 3 in the grid, so it's going to have to be this one for the last space. Again, where we've marked some of these off of 5, we can mark these other things around the Colosseum center off. This is a cell of size 5. We may have to take 1 or 2 or 3 more to get up here. We actually have this one coming through, so this will need at least 2 to connect into this shape. This will need 2 to connect into the shape, but this 3 can go straight across. If it didn't come straight across, this would have to take potentially 2 more. So we've got a few options like this for how this goes. So I think what we're going to need to do is solve the top first and recognize that this 5 isn't going to be coming and taking this straight away, because again, even how I showed this was using essentially all these cells efficiently through the bottom. So 4 will have to take this. This 4 still doesn't have much space to go, and if I came sort of through this zone, I can't actually complete this 3. So 4 coming up, coming across is forced. This still wants an efficient path for this 3 that connects into the 4. So that's how that forms. These get closed off. I now really need to just connect these 5s as quickly as I can. This coming down is pretty forced. Here I've got now 3 cells used, so I got 2 cells to connect into this 3, and I got to come across to this 3. If I took all the way to here, I would strand the cells, so I don't come any further out. I come across this middle channel. This is a cell, and everything else being shaded will finish this grid. So a pretty fun puzzle from Ashish. It definitely took advantage of coming through this ring, and in particular used these 5s that work together to mark off this boundary. And so if you really saw how that pincer was forming, you could work through this bottom connection, the top connection. They're somewhat similar in logic to get through this core connection path through the middle. So thanks for watching this video. We'll see you again soon.